Hey folks, Rob back. It's another Rob Plays, and this week we are slightly delayed, but we can't help but hit the waves of pop culture as we're looking at the Amazing Spider-Man. This was a 64 conversion by Images of a game originally developed by Oxford Digital Enterprises and published by Paragon Software. And I originally didn't know of this one until I saw Joy of Sticks cover the ST one quite a while ago. I can't remember when that was. And I saw that it was on a much more comfortable 8-bit, and yeah, I went to check it out. It's the 64 is the only 8-bit that got a copy. Let's step through this. So English. Alright, I know some of these questions. I actually like the copy protection because most games, it's numbers or something. But here it's actual Spider-Man related questions. So you just go through and punch, stuff that's appropriate. Ooh, that one I actually don't know, so I'm gonna have to. Of course. Oops. Cool, so we are joystick port 2, we are on a PAL system. Let's hit load. Now it's gonna start loading. I do like it's got a little counter. It's a reasonably speedy load, but I'm going to do a cut anyway, so you don't have to wait for it to do its load thing. Not much of a tile screen, is it? Now we've got the options, that little options load, but the advantage is it doesn't have to do any more loading. And so let's hit start. So the basic story is Mysterio has kidnapped Mary Jane, taken her to his backlot type fortress, and Spidey needs to do what Spidey does and go in and rescue her. So the idea is, you expect a superhero license to be a kind of beat 'em up experience. Walk along left to right, punching goons. This is not really the case here. Rather, I'll show you. This is a cute little Easter egg. That's essentially the last room of the game. You can see Mysterio and Mary Jane there. So. But we can't do much there. We've got to puzzle our way through lots of screens and get through his backlot fortress. Did I not do this right? There we go, back on the foyer. So being Spidey, you could climb everywhere, you can sling webs, and you can use them to swing around. And it does get to be a bit of a chore, so it's all about, you can sort of pretty much walk on any surface. And swing around. But the bulk of the gameplay is about flicking switches, so let's, and cursing at the control scheme. So you can see that red switch on the wall, we shoot it, it opens the door. Now that green thing is conveyor belt, so I've got to be careful around it. Can't really do much.
Yeah, of course. Let's go to the ladder straight away. Straight away, matey. We go to the ladder.
Now you can see there is a switch there we just triggered. And a suspiciously familiar robot, no? Or is that just me? And even this room has a suspiciously familiar robot as well. But anyway, we've got that one done. Now when it comes to the enemies, all you can do is, you can zap it, you can shoot your web at them and it disables them for a brief period of time. It's not particularly, effective, but it does the job. Now that's another switch we've flicked, and that'll open up section on the right and let us continue. Okay, so here it's just about. Ooh, yeah. You can see that red and yellow stripe bar is your health. And so you've got to sort of keep that under control. Now we're in the elevator. Now this is sort of a weird kind of setup deal, but we'll try to do what we can here. Anyway, go through. Alright. I wasn't sure I was going to get the room right. The sparkly floor lets you recharge your health. And closing the clapperboard will let you act as a restart point. I don't know if I know it does on the 16-bit versions. I don't know if that's the case here. Let's go, and we've closed it. Good. Now what you need to do is get up there through the exit, but I think I need to change floors and open the door first. This is kind of where the game gets a little frustrating from time to time. Oh, there we go. Okay. So what we have to do is... No. We open that door, we'll get above. Yeah. Then you just got to be careful you don't. Because that second switch. No. Oh. Did the wrong thing there. That second switch opened closed the little trap door and let the mummy take a lot more room around. Bad move, Spidey. Bad move. Okay, we've got up there. We're gonna lose. And then we're gonna get another trapdoor here, and we fall down in. And so you can sort of see the gameplay is a little slow. It is a little slow because you know you're really it's just about figuring out the puzzles and these switches. So you go through, flick the switches, and work out that I have opened a tunnel with that mummy, which I need to get to. Oh, and there's a bunch of health gone. You've only got a single life. So it's actually pretty generous with what it gives you health-wise. But we've opened that door. The next thing we have to do is get to that switch here. And that'll get us downstairs. Which we have to flick some more doors for, because hey, it's Spider-Man and that's what Spider-Man does here. Spider-Man flicks all the switches. Well, except for moments like that, it's got to be better than flying through all the rings, right? And there are moments where, like, generally I think the graphics are pretty nice. I know some reviews did criticize the sprites, and actually, this game reviewed really harsh. I think a lot harsher than truly it deserved. Okay, so we've got a room down there. If we could actually... I mean, to me, the biggest weak spot really is those controls. Like, you could just get stuck fairly easily in weird positions. Alright, can't do much there. Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, if you're familiar with the likes of Bunny Commando, it's about swinging around and not... The rat flicks the switch, good. Can't do much in there, so that's okay. So we really need to just climb up here. Come on, Spidey. There we go. There's another switch to flick. Oh yeah. And then he... Come on, Spidey. There we go. Alright. Come on. There we go. Hey, last time I did this, this is actually not the first time I've recorded a video on this game. Should have actually recorded it last week. It would have been, you would have seen it last week in place of Ace 2088. But there are a few technical hiccups. Okay. So we need to go this way around Mr. Mummy Pants. On the upside, it has been a lot less painful this run through. Come on. And now we go to that section to the right as well. Oh, actually, on top of that, we can flick that switch down in the corner. So let's go flick that. I can't remember if that's... Yeah, sometimes Spidey's predilection to slinking on walls is a little too. Ooh, we can go up. I can't remember if we need to go up here, or maybe that's for later. Let's go flick this switch. Not quite there. But you know, like I said, I think the execution's not perfect. Now I don't know how it compares to the original 16-bit versions of the games. Can't go that way anyway. We probably do have to go up. I can't remember how it compares on the 16 bits. Again, I only remember watching the video. I never played it. You know, I haven't loaded this up on my Amiga or anything. But it's an okay little take on the formula. You know, I find it a little interesting because it's so unique. You know, like I said earlier on, most superhero games tend to be about punching the crap out of goons. You know, the only one I think that doesn't is Batman Cape Crusader, which is, you know, sort of a classic style arcade adventure, but that's a tough one, and I want to cover it at some stage, but gosh, it's pretty darn tough. So here we go. Because we are gonna get, of course, we're gonna get the bloody, come on Spidey, jump. There we go. I think my biggest weakness is just the diagonal up right to move to jump is just a bit more fiddlier than it needs to be. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is let's get on the clapperboard. And I think that'll open the door up the top and let us move on. Okay. There we go, as I thought. I can get a bit, this is the moment I always get frustrated with the game about, is just some of this twisting stuff. Okay. Fantasy soundstage. I think we can't do anything that part up above. So we've got to go deal with this. Come on, silent, out of the way. Now, something that gets really interesting here, see if we can get to it, is, I don't know how well you'll see it, but on the wall there are those green sections, like the section I was just in. You have to avoid those because they'll knock your footing off the wall. So I like that, you know, there's sort of these elements that, you know, you've sort of got to puzzle your way through. And look, it's a giant kaiju. And no. We messed that jump up, great. Okay. And then, I want to go down a bit and do it here. No, a bit too low. There we go. Alright, let's get around the kaiju. I don't know what else to call it. It's going to be a kaiju because I'm sure that... And then come down, and thankfully Spidey is pretty darn durable. Which is not surprising, you know. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man kind of thing, pretty good. Anyway. Kind of durable, which is great. Now this is where I got stuck last time. So I may call it a wrap here soon if I actually can't beat it. You go down, get over, and then you gotta be careful of those beams. Come on, up, Spidey, yes, up. Fingers crossed, people, fingers crossed. Oh! No, okay. That's pretty much what I remember. Like, you can't seem to... And then... Oh! And then I lost a bit of energy. Okay. Maybe it's the wrong area to use a switch, I don't know. Ah, I see. Yes, okay. Yeah, see, the blue platform goes up, hits the switch, turns the electric beams on. Now the question is, can you do anything else? I think, like, it feels like there's a switch that you want to hit. Ah, there we go. We've opened the bottom section up now, so we can go in there. Come on, Spidey, down. Good Spidey, good Spidey. And that opens that section up, yeah. We've opened both the things up. Haha! That was where I got stuck last time. I didn't quite click that one. So, whoa, it's a timeless void. Wow. Come on, Spidey. Survive the timeless void. This room is surreal. Because it feels like it's like, but hey, we're through the timeless void. Come on. And then we're in a lab. Alright, we've brought a platform up. Actually, there's another switch there, which opens that area up. And we can flick through the bottom. Oh. Oh no. So we've ended up okay, we've maybe we got to hit that red switch up there. That's probably what it is. Okay. All right, and then we've got to hit that switch up near the entrance, and we'll see what happens to Mr. Mummy Face. Alright, now that plate did not... On the other hand, we zapped the mummy, which is good. So let's go through here. Cardboard City. Can we get up there? No, we can't because... Oh, actually, we'll be able to get to the roof. Yeah, we'll be able to get to the roof and we should be able to scuttle across the top there. So you have to think... And one of the things I like with this game is you do have to, like, you can't just go, oh, it's, you know, you can't just accept. Come on, Spidey. There we go. Top part of the lab. Ah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit bewildered right now. Because really, when you think about it, where it's ended up is very... And it takes us back to the void. Okay. Alright, well there's multiple exits here, so that makes sense. So let's try for one of those. Alright, because we can't seem to get to the one in the top right corner. So let's focus on that one that's in the bottom middle. Let's see what happens. Oh. Come on, Spidey, come on, Spidey. Did not think a movie studio was going to be this hostile to, you know, traveling, you know. Okay, we're through and we've ended up in the fantasy soundstage. Aha, okay, what does that do? What does that mean? And that's one of those jumps I can't make. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And now I kind of feel like I've gotten to the stage where I've gotten stumped again. Because it's like, oh no. Come on, Spidey. Oh! Yeah, I'm a bit stumped at this point. Kind of everywhere there's, you know... I think I'm stumped here, actually. But hey, I got a fair bit further than I did last time, so that's always good. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. So that is The Amazing Spider-Man, which, well, not necessarily being amazing as such, it's actually not a bad effort. I think, like I said, I remember seeing it get like 40% in Zap, and I think that that's way harsher than it deserved. Commodore format gave it something like 79%, and that feels kind of on right to me. It's not spectacular. It's pretty decent though, and what I like is that it's a different kind of superhero game, and different kinds of games are always a good thing in my book. So I'm gonna call it quits there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at it. I know I definitely got a bit further to go in it. I don't know if I'll ever do it. I'll have to try again some other stage. Don't know if I'll record it though. But yeah, your thoughts, comments, rambles, if you've played and actually have something to say. Always love hearing from those kind of conversations. As always, new videos come out Friday, so do hit that subscribe button if you want to watch more. And also the little notification bell, because, you know, I'm publishing Friday evening in Australia, middle of the day in Europe. Yeah, you might miss out. So, you know, anything to help you, keep on track with your great old school gaming fun. And of course, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.